Society constantly tries to wire us for money and status, but some people choose truth. They step away from the endless corporate ladders and step into the light, leaving behind the exhausting race for titles, because they have a different kind of vision. When they look at the world, they see right through the performative masks. They see the chaotic energy behind polite smiles, the frantic internal scramble for validation, and the dusty, forgotten inner selves that people neglect just to keep up appearances. They realize how exhausting it is to prop up a fake identity. So they simply walk away. They retreat from the draining noise into a space of absolute calm, building a boundary that filters out the world's anxiety. They refuse to accept fake applause. They only deal in real substance. While everyone else struggles up the steep, rocky mountain of societal expectations, these individuals find a direct, intuitive path. They've updated their mindset, swapping out the heavy gears of status for the polished gears of truth. And once they do, the grand illusion breaks. They see the hollow structure behind all the flashing lights. They take all that external noise, the need for likes and trophies, and they archive it. They watch others struggle under the crushing weight of accumulating status, while they remain peaceful and protected. Even when people misunderstand them or judge them for walking away, they just smile, wave, and keep moving forward. Because the endless treadmill of external validation no longer distracts them. Their energy comes from a bright internal beacon. They will gladly walk away from a seat at a prestigious table if it costs them their peace of mind, choosing a life of absolute mental clarity instead. Their path leads somewhere else entirely, to an internal sanctuary built on harmony and careful intention. They see the endless spiral of the rat race for what it is, and they choose a limitless horizon of quiet, positive energy. Instead of chasing trends, they pour their focus onto things that actually compound: their mental health, their physical well-being, and deep, meaningful relationships. They aren't interested in surface-level noise. They are quiet because they are busy building real, silent wealth and genuine inner peace. The third trait is absolute self-sovereignty. These people have incredibly strong boundaries. When you don't care about status, you cannot be manipulated. Think about it. How does society control people? By promising them a promotion, threatening their reputation, or dangling a fancy carrot. But when you don't care about the carrot, you become dangerous. You can't be bought. You would rather walk away from a toxic, high-paying corporate environment to protect your personal peace than stay and suffer just so you can tell people you're a director. Number 4, they are hyper-intuitive. People who ignore status can read the energy of a room better than almost anyone else out there. When they look at someone bragging about their achievements or showing off their wealth, they don't see success. They see the insecurity underneath. They see the fake smiles, the unsaid anxieties, and the desperate need to be seen. Because they can feel how draining that performative energy is, they naturally step away from it. They aren't antisocial or standoffish. They are simply highly intuitive people who choose to protect their energy. They refuse to play a game where the currency is fake praise. And finally, number 5, they are evolving faster than their environments. Sometimes when you start focusing on emotional healing, self-awareness, and mental clarity, you realize that the things society values are incredibly shallow. As you transform, you naturally outgrow the desire to show off. Your standards for what a good life looks like shift from wealth accumulation to peace preservation. Not everyone in your old circle is going to understand this. They might think you've lost your drive, but you haven't lost your drive. You've just redirected it inward. You are no longer willing to trade your soul for a seat at a table where you don't even want to eat. So if you're someone who rolls solo, who doesn't care about the titles, the trends, or the empty praise, hear me on this. You aren't lacking ambition. You've just graduated from the performative games. You are self-sovereign. You are intuitive. And you are building a life of substance instead of a life of show. Never feel guilty for refusing to participate in a race that has no finish line. As the saying goes, quiet luxury is silent, but real inner peace doesn't even need to whisper. You aren't fallen behind. You've just chosen a completely different destination. Experience the quiet.